Peace. Welcome to Faith Expressions. Let us now take on the Divine Mercy Sunday. The Gospel is in the 20th chapter of the Gospel of St. John. The risen Lord appears to His apostles, to His disciples, and He told them, "Peace be with you." And so their encounter was a big impact in their lives, the encountering the risen Lord. And so here comes also the encounter of Thomas. In the Gospel, he was incredulous, but then he encountered the risen Lord. And then he broke himself into the profession of my Lord and my God. What is this to us in this Divine Mercy Sunday? Many things we can learn. In concrete ways, we have to know that there is no sin greater than God's mercy. There is no sin that can never be forgiven by God. Only the sinner has to decide what God can do for him. If the sinner accepts the mercy of God, the sinner can become a son, can become a child of God. Only the enemy, when the enemy decides and breaks in oneself to receive the mercy of God, then he can be a friend. In Jesus Christ, the risen Lord, those who betray Him, those who abandoned Him, those who crucified Him, He said to them, He says to us now, "Peace be with you." And so, He is patient, He is forgiving, He is gentle with those who struggle in the faith, with those who are slow to believe, with those who have doubts in life, with those who are even trying to even argue about Him, His existence, His goodness. God loves us all. But precisely if this Sunday, the Divine Mercy Sunday, must be able to define our lives, we must promote the mercy of God. We must nurture the mercy of God in each one of us, in other people as well. We have to tell the world of the merciful love of God. We have to tell each other God loves us. It is not just a poetic statement. And so for us as well, we have to bring the mercy of God by ourselves, being merciful, being patient, being understanding, being tolerant, being cordial. In our world we live in, many times these virtues are underrated. These virtues are just put aside. What comes in our time and context is the idea that I am number one, is the idea that I am strong, I am powerful, I am famous, is the idea that I am greater than everyone, I am better than all the rest. The way of divine mercy is gentleness, is patience, is kindness, is humility. I believe we can have relevant, significant, positive change in the world we live in and in the lives of each one of us, in our relationships, in all areas of our life, if we will bring the merciful love of God and we become the personifying merciful love of God for others, for each one of us. Jesus revealed the merciful love of God by He Himself going to the cross, and He Himself, after crucifixion, rising up and telling everyone, "Peace be with you." I always like to think of the idea that Jesus didn't tell his apostles, his disciples, you bunch of cowards, you backsliders, you abandoned me, you betrayed me. He didn't anymore mention that. He just said, peace be with you. This is a consoling message. This is a consoling reality. And if we can just do this, if we can multiply this, then divine mercy can truly transform our relationships. And what a world it will be if indeed we will change for the better in the way of gentleness, in the way of harmony, in the way of patience, in the way of mercy. May divine mercy make our hearts like His merciful heart.